Also, the big bad career seems to be Panache, but Panache is described as like 300 pounds. Like, how are you able to sort of, to be able to like run long for that with that much body weight? I imagine like he's both jacked and has a bunch of fat, kind of like a young sumo wrestler, and his calves are like monstrously humongous because you know why. But yeah. Another thing I forgot to mention is that BD mentions a subterranean A, where they do things like introduce mutts and store water and all that stuff in every arena. And he's actually given Hamish a plan to break the arena, but this sounds just way too freaking complicated. There's no way he's going to be able to pull it off. Sorry for writing him off. Also, Hamish is here playing the rascal angle. Nobody ever scores a one, and Hamish is obviously actually looks pretty strong and fierce. He's bad news, boys. He's a bad boy. All the Wattpad people in the capital are gonna swoon over him, I guess. Yeah. Page 177 at the moment. Hot take before the game starts. I really think Ampert's gonna die really soon. Okay, so we're at the part with the interviews with Cedar Flickerman. It's page 180. I'm just gonna read this out loud. Here in the green room, a young game maker lines up District 1 and 2, reading out in order of appearance. They follow out the door. Okay, on screen, Caesar launches into a brief retrospective of the other 49 games, starting with the no-frills version of the earliest directly after the war, when the tributes were thrown into an old, bombed-out sports arena with weapons and little else. I watched carefully when he talks about the 10th games being a turning point, and that was the year District 12 had a victory. But they only feature the introduction of betting, the sponsors, and the rickety drones to drop food and water to the tributes. This is where I'm actually wondering who the mentors were in like the 10th to 25th. Yeah. From this point on, the games evolved from pure punishment to unapologetic entertainment. The original sports venue was abandoned as the game makers began to use existing things in the wild or bombed out towns and such, introducing an assortment of mutts and a variety of weapons. The 25th games, the first quarter call, proved particularly heinous. The districts were forced to choose their own tributes. Okay, yeah. Another fuckerman named Lucky hosted with commentary from Relic of a woman named Gall, who was credited with coining the phrase, "May the odds be ever in..." Gall actually made that phrase? Yeah, as I said, Gall never really succeeded in fully erasing the 10th Hunger Games because there's just too many viewers. It's not possible. Dumb freaks. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah, okay. Lucky Fuckerman is still alive at this point? Interesting. I knew they were father and son because even Katniss mentioned Caesar Fuckerman has been a host for a very long time. So, for the anniversary, the phrase has caught on as a way to wish someone good luck. And think about it, it's a sadistic thing to say to a tribute given survivors. Yeah. For the first quell, the game makers had the tributes kick off the capital portion by riding chariots through the streets in district-flavored costumes. I will bet you money that the career started before the first quell. I'll bet you money. They started with the incentives to win started. Oh. Some of y'all takes on Reddit are just ridiculous. Maybe you guys on YouTube are a bit smarter. There's no way they waited all the way to the first quell to start training careers. No way. But okay, let's see. Rather than scout a location, they built an arena for a single use. Okay. That sounds very quell-like. Yeah. The cornucopia made its first appearance. It's the first appearance. Weapons and supplies, triggering a heated bloodbath when the opening gong sounded. For the last 24 years, they've unveiled a brand new arena, each year based on a different environment or theme, from a desert to a frigid landscape to Wyer's reflective puzzle. They call it the Nest of Mirrors. Caesar teases the audience about the second Cortical arena. He's a rumor that puts all the previous arenas to shame. Can they imagine it? No, they can't. Will it be fabulous? Yes, it will. Yeah, it actually will. My stomach feels sick, and I'm glad I don't have to go first. I'm also glad District 1 does. When Caesar introduces Silka, she strides on stage, dragging 15 feet of a snot-green train behind her. Just a snail, comments Masterly loudly, getting around of nervous laughter into the green room. What everybody's really thinking is how Silka is over 6 feet tall, without the heels, can throw an axe into a dummy's heart at 15 feet, and that is not something you can laugh off. Over 6 feet tall without the heels. Wow. Since there are so many of us this year, we limited to 2-minute interviews, and after every 4 districts, there will be some sort of break that Caesar calls a palate cleanser. Okay. So go waste no time bragging about her size, her strength, her axe handling, and her scoring a 10. She doesn't even bother mentioning her alliance with the careers. I guess I already know. And when Caesar brings them up, she says, sure, it helps to have someone to clear the field. Panache, who apparently is a massive Mr. Olympia size 300 pounds, he swaggers on stage next, stopping 3 different times to pose and flex his muscles for the audience. Is Panache like 6'8", or is he like also fat? Who knows? Panache from District 1. I mean, fat people can flex too, so Caesar bellows. Then asks him, so Panache, in addition to your obvious assets, why should our audience back you? Because I'm the biggest, the beefiest, the best. Panache hits another pose. My word, it sounds we should barbecue you, spits Caesar. That's right, I'm all meat, little man. Ah. Well, yeah, obviously, he is a meathead. He's an idiot. Like, he makes Kato look like a genius. Or maybe not like a genius, but he makes Kato look smart. Like, he's that stupid. Ah. Hmm. What is it? I think brain matters quite a bit. No shit. The capital system who's in Atlanta, remember? Yeah. Yeah. Tell us, what's your weapon of choice? My fist, says Panache. Well, Panache really is dumb. He punched Hamish and he didn't die. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I want Hamish to be, I want Panache to be one of those couple of careers that die in the first day. There's technically 12 careers and there's a career pack of 10. That's what I want. End of story. Like, he is the most dislikable tribute to ever be described in Hunger Games so far. Period. Hmm. If Panache's favorite weapon is his fist, let me speculate. Is he one of the guys that fights with Hamish right before he hours with Maisie and the tape that Katniss watched? Let's see. This is very interesting. Wyatt happens to know that the cost of sending sponsor gifts increases 38% per day, as in compound interest. Oof. I'm going to calculate everything now. Okay, Hamish's interview came. It did not disappoint, and well, I mean, based on the thing, the careers being mostly idiots except for Silka and the newcomers, frankly, other than District 3, not being much better. Like, they can't even decide what they'll do when. Hamish isn't wrong about, my odds not really any different. The other careers, the other people can be friggin' idiots. He's not wrong. Yeah. So I always thought the games were on, but now the games have really been on. Wood's main chances of fleeing was when the games felt on. Now the games are officially on. Him just taking a spear with his knife. Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice. So Hamish just ran deep into the meadow and the grass reaches up to his waist. At this point, I would just try to whack at the grass with the stick. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. But, you know. Hamish's backpack is pretty heavy. Hamish is pretty good at running with heavy stuff. That's nice. But yeah, 25 pounds according to Holland Green per Hattie, which his experience is. It's got some stuff. Let's read what he's got in his backpack. What's in my bag? Hamish version. Made of a nice tough canvas with padded straps. String greens and bend along the trees. I hesitate before I open it. I rest my load upon on the contents, put back to flap, and begin to weigh out my supplies. A mesh hammock. Oh, luxury. Same color as the pack. Contains a fancy pair of binoculars. Yeah, perfect. Plastic gallon jugs full of water. Oh, that's amazing. Much of the weight. A gallon jug, that'll be like 8 kilograms. That'll be like most of its weight, frankly. eggs, 1 dozen, hard-boiled, and 6 potatoes. So eggs, potatoes, water, sleeping curtain, i.e. hammock, and binoculars. So he's got a scouter's pack. Okay, that's nice. Oh yeah, there we go. Hmm. Oh, so he got quite close to the cornucopia. That's why he got such a big and generous backpack. Okay. Coin-sized black tablets, probably water purification. Charcoal tablets. Okay.